Good afternoon, E39 Source. Welcome to Dallas, Texas. What we have here is my 2001 530i with the 5-speed manual transmission. This is my first E39. I've kind of been a fan of these things for a while and got the bug recently and picked this one up. What we have here is kind of like a Craigslist special, I guess you could say, but it's been vetted. I did look at a few of these things. As you can tell, I mean, this one's not perfect, but it's a lot better than some of the other ones that were obviously not taken care of at all. The body is pretty good for a 2001. It does have a few minor imperfections, as you can see, a couple of door dings here and there. Really not too bad for a 15-year-old car, honestly. These wheels, these are, I believe, Style 5 BBS wheels. From what I'm told, this is, I don't know, the M Sport package that came that year with those wheels, and then with the steering wheel with the M symbol on it. I'll show you inside here. So 5-speed, basically, that's what I'm talking about. That thing, M badging. It does have the factory xenons. Those were replaced with some newer bulbs or whatever they use. A couple of things I've done. This shift knob, that used to look like this. Right there, there's your factory one. It was cracked, it was coming off, and actually when I was doing the test drive, going to first, going to second, right through in the middle of an intersection, and it pulls right off. So I pop it back on and keep going. But that was one of the first things I fixed. What else? Let's see. That's obviously not the factory head unit. That was in there when I got it. Had the car about 3 weeks now, I guess. So I've just been doing kind of some minor things to get it back up to spec. Windshield is new. Did that shortly after I got it. It was cracked and looked like crap. So had that done. It does actually have the rain sensor wipers on it, so if you can tell. What else here? Seats are pretty good actually. This one, yeah, I know about that. That's kind of cracked right there. But anyway, driver seats, really the worst one in shape. The rest of them are fairly decent. That one's all right. And the back seats, I actually conditioned all these seats last weekend, and they look pretty good, I'd say. They feel pretty good too for its age. That is the sunshade there, this side, that side as well, and then of course the back one that you hit the little button and it pulls up the sunshade. So that's pretty cool. Helps with the hot Texas summers. I replaced this thing, this piece right here. This was all cracked, so I had to take off this whole unit. There's a video how to do it on YouTube. You just kind of unscrew the back there and pull it off. But that looks a lot better. What else did I do? Let's see. Let's take a look under the hood here. Oh yeah, the window regulators. That was fun. Got the car. Front two window regulators did not work. I was aware of it, obviously. But the guy said it was an easy fix, and I kind of knew that going into it, having done some research on the car, how to do that. So I mean, if you have that issue, 45 minutes a piece, maybe 45 for the first, 30 for the second. It's really not that bad. I got the parts on Amazon. They're a third party on Amazon, so it really wasn't that bad. Engine-wise, I did replace the fan and fan clutch right down in there. That was really fun getting that nut right there loose. And then pulling it out, you have to loosen this shroud right here to get it out, and then reset it back inside. Let's see, I did have a check engine light when I got it. That had to do with the secondary air system. There is a vacuum right under this panel right here, under your front passenger wheel. That seems to work when it comes on. That check valve right there I did replace, and then there's a vacuum hose, this line right here. It goes around the back of the engine to a control valve right about there. It's hard to get to, but one of those three things plus the hose included could have been it. So I fixed the hose, replaced that. So far, nothing's come back on, so I think that's fixed. New plugs, of course, obviously new spark plugs, and then those O2 sensors here and then back there. If you do those, you will need the little tool fitting that fits around that, because that was fun to get out. What else? Carbon activated air filters here and there, and then of course the hose. That little blue hose right there is for your washer fluid. When I got the car, it was not working. Yeah, washer fluid was not working. You could hear the motor run and some fluid would leak out the bottom, so I'm like, oh crap. So I kind of look into it, and it's just spraying out right there. So it's just spraying out right there. So I just replaced that hose and it's working right now, so that's pretty good. Let's see, next step, next big project. I did do the brakes. That was, yeah, so it needed brakes, so that's done. But, the dreaded adjusters on these xenon lights. Right now, I've kind of got a position with a little ingenuity to where they're focused and they're working really good. But I want to do the adjusters properly on both. That's one thing that goes bad. There's a couple videos on how to do it. I'm really not looking forward to it, but it'll be good anyway. These are new Angel Eye LED bulbs. Shines up a lot better than the ones that were in there. So there's that. And my trunk here, as you can see, now there's all my crap cleaning and stuff. The toolkit is actually almost all the way complete. There's, I think, a flare cone thing, something that goes here, and then another screwdriver here, but pretty much everything is there, which I think is not very common. So, what else? Those are not the originals, those are the Hella facelift tail lights. Yeah, I guess that's about it, really. Back seats here. I did take off, you know, with these sunshades, the factory sunshades. Those work good. There was one that's kind of vertical right there, and it was rattling and it was broken, so I just pulled them off. I don't need them. It's supposed to cover like this area right here, but I just pulled them off. I'm not that big, not that worried about it. This is kind of going to be my daily driver now. I do have a large pickup that I drive, which is kind of difficult to maneuver around Dallas, especially in these parking lots and such. But you know, I got this. I've always been a fan ever since I started watching E39 Source, and yeah, so lots of, you know, I kind of got into it knowing that there's going to be some little projects like what I've mentioned in the video so far. I mean, it's all pretty doable if you're pretty handy with, you know, with tools or mechanically inclined, if you know what you're doing. I mean, you can always watch some videos on how to do it as well. There's lots of that, lots of information about these cars. So I'm really happy with it. It's really fun to drive, especially that 5-speed. But fresh oil change. Oh yeah, a new set of fog lights down here. I just replaced those. That little cap right there for that thing tow hook, that was missing. The back one's got it, but I don't know, I haven't done that yet. I'll have to order one of those. And as you can see, it's got a few rock chips, which is expected, of course. There may be a paint job in it in this car's future one of these days, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. I mean, it looks alright, so at least for my daily driver. So anyway, I guess that's about all I had for you. Appreciate y'all watching E39 Source.